like and subscribe. If there were no women for a day, what will you do? Wonder where they went. To the bathroom together. TBH, given today is just me hanging out alone in my apartment just reading, I doubt I will notice. Wonder why my unborn nephew is laying on the floor. Relax my belly muscles. Well, as I'm recently married, and on holiday with my wife, I would wonder she went, and be quite upset. Whoa, vertical bar. These responses are such a huge contrast to what women say if there were no men for a day. I was going to say that most my colleagues are female, so probably work a lot harder, but at half the patients are female, so there's also be less work. Swings and roundabout, innit? Guess him a be pipping the homies. Islands women actually disappeared for a day in 1975. HTTPS N M Wikipedia org/wiki/1975 ICELANDIC_WOMEN%27s_STRIK-TEXT=ON% 2024 20 October 20 1975 to C 20 Icelandic off 20 ICELANDIC 3 20 KVENNAFR C 3 Adagurin. The women of Iceland went on strike. They refused to work, cook and look after children for a day. It was a moment that changed the way women were seen in the country and helped put Iceland at the forefront of the fight for equality. Banks, factories and some shops had to close, as did schools and nurseries, leaving many fathers with no choice but to take their children to work. There were reports of men arming themselves with sweets and coloring pencils to entertain the crowds of overexcited children in their workplaces. Sausages, easy to cook, and popular with children, were in such demand the shops sold out. It completely paralyzed the country and opened the eyes of many men. I would probably help taking care of the children of other fathers. Edit. This had many positive effects on feminism. One example, only 5 years later Iceland became the first nation in the world to elect a female president, and she credited the strike to pave her way. Admittedly, if half the population went on strike, regardless of gender, a country would not be functional. Carry on as normal. Know where everything is, because it wasn't moved around by someone who believes fervently that keys belong in a box in a drawer that particular day. Stay away from all the dependent dudes that can't find their own underwear or cook anything after one day of separation. I'd be weirded out, find where my mom and grandma went all day, before returning to see them in the house the next day. Realistically, with no prior knowledge, freak the hell out and just be hysterical. With prior knowledge, knowing they'll come back after a day, and assuming they will be unharmed, be like, but if there are single mothers, who's going to take care of their children? Oh. Sit there in bed with my mouth open, and starve until my wife came back, and resumed cramming bacon slices into my food receptacle. I put this question to my boyfriend and his response, "I'll miss you for an entire day." Editing. This to say, boyfriend is very happy with 66 upvotes. He's patiently waiting till it turns 69. He's sick like that. My daughter wouldn't have texted me goodnight. Other than that, I wouldn't even notice most likely. Go shopping for her, do all the housework, feed the kids. Take care of the animals. I mean, it's just one day. She would come back to a clean house, food in the house, kids taken care of, animals fed, and we would be excited to have her back. I mean, a day without women or the woman of your life. For a day. Most of you could handle a day. I imagine so anyways. Considering I have 3 under my roof, leaving the house is a grand adventure. Not much, probably just have a nice slow day at home. See, the only women I see on a regular basis are my grandmothers and my mother. Without them it'd just be a day to spend alone. I'd miss them, sure, like I do every time they or I go out of town. But beyond that not much would change. It is covered times. After all, I don't do much. Same thing I do every day, Pinky. Try to take over the world. I imagine half the population just being gone, even if for just one day, would have quite serious repercussions. Leave the toilet seat up. I couldn't even realize it, for a day. Eat, sleep, binge and repeat. Workout. Then I'd sit on my couch and watch whatever I want for the rest of the day. Maybe take a nap. Probably World Notice. Sleep. I have a wife and 3 daughters. The men. Steal my neighbor's car. You wouldn't steal a car. There's only one answer, relax with my boys. One day, I would not even realize it. Won't notice a thing. Enjoy the worldwide event. I mean, women are gone, and fathers are only responsible for their sons. Mortal enemies could look at each other and know what it is. We got 24 hours, boys. Let's make it count. Finally get to masturbate with the door unlocked. You could screencast to the big TV with surround sound. Stay focused for once in my life. It would depend if they just vanished, or just all went out one day. If they vanished, I'd be confused to start, then start panicking after my wife not answering her phone. I'd probably then start looking for my family whilst calling the police to report them missing. If it was a planned thing, I will probably be working, as the wife seems to think I want to work when she's not around, so always schedules her days away for a weekday. Take advantage of the situation. Go out with the boys. Hassle free. If you're hassled when you wanna go out with the boys in the first place, you're with the wrong woman. I would speak candidly without fear of being called a misogynist for no reason. I'd take the bus without fear of some woman complain I was sitting incorrectly for her, or claiming sexual assault if I accidentally brushed by her. I'd get into elevators and walk home without being made to feel like a potential rapist. I'd go to a bar without people presuming I'm there to just get into their pants. I'd go to work and know that when I say nice shirt to someone, it'll be interpreted as, oh, he likes my shirt instead of that big, just like how this shirt makes my boobs look. I would hold doors open for strangers and actually receive the thank you and gratitude when I do stuff for others. Just all the usual things that generally keep me from interacting with most women today besides my GF. Oh, also all men would immediately start feeling more comfortable and accepted in society instead of disposable, and we'd all have a lot more money to spend on the things that make you happy. Spicy answer. Women specifically meaning adults? If so, I'd be on dad duty. If you mean all female people, my wife and daughter would be gone, so I'd use the time to work through the to-do list. Sand and prime windows, hang stair rails. Maybe spray the lawn for weeds. That creeping Charlie is getting out of control. You've been visited by the ghost of a very important man. Pay your respects by liking and subscribing, and he'll grant you 3 weeks of good luck.